Good evening, YouTube. A Scottish War 92 update video on Mass Effect 3. Now, if you didn't catch them, I've watched them online because I'm from Scotland, as the name suggests. But if you haven't catched the VGA, I suggest you do because it just has been confirmed now. The release of Mass Effect 3 has a date, well, sort of, scheduled for release in the holidays 2011, so probably November to December, I'd say. But the trailer, I must say, looks awesome. And it looks like I might have been right about my predictions earlier on. It looks like you may have to gather an army. But from what I can gather from the trailer that I've seen it about 2 or 3 times now, it looks like Earth is basically fucked. I hate to say it, but it looks like it's basically fucked, and Shepard has to go and gather an army. Which shouldn't be too small feat, should it? Shouldn't be that hard to convince all the other races that the Reapers are attacking, because they are, basically. And it looks like we may have Reaper ground troops. It's hard to tell, but if you watch the trailer closely, you can see the guy on top of Big Ben shooting it with a sniper rifle. It could be a husk, it could be a keeper. It's hard to tell. It looks humanoid, but it's hard to really say from the trailer. But from what I can gather from the trailer, it looks like there might actually be some new gameplay tweaks. It looks like there could be a lot of interest in this because the guy I think that's in the trailer at the start, who's telling you that narrating the story at the beginning, I think he may actually possibly be one of the new characters. Doesn't give him a name, but that's what I think. It looks like it could be a new character, and it looks like it might be, by the tale of it, an infiltrator or a sniper or something. But it looks like basically, from what I can gather, the Reapers have basically attacked Earth, and I'm not surprised. I said that I think the Reapers will make an appearance in Mass Effect 3 in my previous predictions. And at the end of the trailer, it just shows, as IGN stated, Commander Shepard being badass, looking down on Earth and turning around and walking towards you, see the N7 come up. And from what I can gather, it looks awesome. I know it's a cinematic trailer, but still, if that's even a taste of what Mass Effect 3 is going to be like, wow. But I'm thinking they'll probably release more probably when it gets closer to it. Like maybe they'll do what they've done to the hype with Mass Effect 2. They're making diaries and trailers for different members and all that. I'm kind of hoping that the old cast kind of comes back, and I mean all of them. Grunt, Rex, Tali, Garrus, Thane, everyone. I want everyone to come back, whether on your team, and it make it a whole lot more interesting. And then maybe you have to convince. I'm not about that. I'm thinking you might need to convince the Geth to join you, because if you played the second Mass Effect, you see that the Geth have two factions: one that worship the Reapers and one that don't worship the Reapers. And depending on your choice in Legion's loyalty mission, you either have them or won't have them. I'm thinking you might have to convince the Geth to join your fight against the Reapers. But from what I can gather from what I saw about the Reapers, they basically have annihilated Earth's defenses, and Earth is basically helpless. And if Earth's helpless, then I'm thinking it's not just Earth that's been attacked in the trailer, in the universe, in the Mass Effect universe. I'm thinking that all the alien homeworlds may have been attacked. Tuchanka, the Solarian homeworld, Asari homeworld, Turian homeworld, maybe even the Citadel's been compromised. But I think that's probably, that trailer's actually a bit into the game. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe halfway through it, I'd say. Because I'm thinking that maybe you'll have to build up to that, to gather an army to verse the Reapers. And depending on who you convince to join you, it could be easy or it could be hard. And I'm thinking you're gonna have to upgrade them. Because, I hate to say it, but the Reapers basically look like they ripped through Earth's defenses like that. And if they rip through Earth's defenses, then they'll probably rip through the Turian, the Solarian, the Krogan, the Asari. They'll rip through everyone's defenses. And I'm thinking the technology you go in the Normandy, like the hull plate and the shields and the weapons, I'm thinking you'll need to advance them a bit more to defend even against them, because it's going to be one hell of a challenge to beat the Reapers. There's, I'm thinking, I just watched the trailer and I just went, wow. How the fuck are we going to beat these Reapers? And I'm thinking you might actually take control of the Normandy, like the full ship as Joker maybe. Take control of the ship as Joker and Edie, and maybe coordinate the attack on the Reapers, decide who goes where, who's best suited for this, this and that, and maybe even charge headfirst in yourself with the Normandy. And of course, I'm thinking they'll do what they've done in Mass Effect 2. They'll have loyalties. Well, you'll need to gain people's loyalties, and if they gain their loyalties, they will survive. If not, they'll die. But it looks like it's going to be something. I think it also depends really on whose loyalty you gained in the last game and how you handled the loyalty mission. Because I think in the way, depending on how you handle the loyalty mission, will depend on how people will join you. The race that I think will be the problem to join your cause against the Reapers will be the Turians. That's what I'm thinking. The Asari, not so much. Is an F1 with Liara. I'm thinking they might be a bit easier than some races, but the Solarians, it's a tough one to say. The two hardest ones I think will be convinced will be the Geth and the Turians. The rest of them will be fairly straightforward depending on your loyalty missions. And also, I'm thinking you're going to have to convince the Batarians as well. Because unfortunately, I hate to say this, but in the game, every race needs to forget their problems and just join and beat the Reapers. They look like they're about to annihilate Earth as it is in the trailer. And as more trailers be released, I'm thinking they'll show more further cinematics for a wee while. I'm thinking probably a bit more in-depth gameplay will be revealed probably closer to the release date. But we'll have to wait and see what that is. This is what I think the game will be like. I'm thinking that it's going to be quite similar to Mass Effect 2 combat wise, maybe a few tweaks, new powers, new technologies, a better shield, maybe a bit more advanced gunfire, maybe even better heavy weapons. It's hard to say. Maybe even more in-depth roleplay, but it's hard to really say what it could be. I think it'll probably stay fairly similar, maybe a few tweaks and a few changes to make it more modern, like updated graphics and of course a more in-depth story. And maybe even new romances, you never know. But it's really hard to tell from this trailer alone. All I can see is you're Shepard, you need to gather an army, and you've got not a lot of time to do it in. That's what it looks like to me. If you think the trailer suggests something else, please comment below and tell me what you think, and I'll read them. If you've got a thing what you think that we like, comment below, and I'll make another video part 2 of this and tell people what you think. This is personal. I think it will look like what you'll have to do in the game. You'll have to convince races to join you, do missions, get new people in your team, and I'm thinking it's going to be Shepard versus Harbinger. I'm thinking Harbinger's the big cheese, the big kahuna, the daddy reaper. That's what I'm thinking. And you're going to have to beat him, which is not going to be an easy task. You beat a human reaper, but come on, that thing was in its larval state. It's probably a piece of cake compared to the other reapers. But this is what I think. This is what I think it's going to be like, what you're going to have to do. So leave your interesting responses down below. Comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me what you think of this video. If you think I can improve it, please let me know. But this has been my updated Mass Effect 3 predictions and reaction to the Mass Effect 3 trailer. Just tell me what you think, and I'll update this video and make another one with your interesting responses. So, this is Scottish Warrior 92 signing off. See ya!